We're going to study unit number 7, lesson number 3 in your English ID. It's on page, oh no, it's lesson number 4, page 78, 78, 78. There we go. Today's lesson is called, Who was the iPad created by? Who was the iPad created by? Do you have any idea, guys? Acuña Melara. What is your name? What is your name? I always call you Acuña Melara. Catherine. So Catherine, do you know who was the iPad created by? Who created the iPad? Apple company. A particular name, someone that probably created the iPad? No, it wasn't Steve Jobs, wasn't it? Steve Jobs, did he create the iPad? Or he was already dead? No idea, right? But you're right, Catherine. They create, Isela Brizuela, tell me.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning.
I know what page is.
Can you repeat that, please? Because I have problems with the audio here.
What is the page?
iPad or buy?
The page of the book.
No, I don't listen very well. Wait, give me a second because I gotta fix this problem here. It's with the audio. Wait a minute. Yes, it does. Okay, I think I fixed it. Tell me. Isela.
What is the page of the book?
78. 78.
Mm-hmm.
Page 78. So we have to look at the cartoon first. This cartoon right here. And maybe, Rodrigo, do you want to help me reading what it says?
I know it's legal to download music from
That is kind of sarcastic, right? I know it's illegal to download music from the net, but you said the stuff I listen is music, so it's not illegal then, because you said that what I like is not music. This is what your parents always tells you about your music tastes. And let's analyze it here. What was the boy doing? Downloading music. Legally or illegally? Legally. Let me see here in the audience. Daniel Alejandro Abrego. Are you there? Good morning. Tell me, do you download music illegally?
I think no.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's not that I paid for some songs I like, but I use an app that has all the, well, has a lot of options to download some songs, and then I use it.
What is the name of the app?
Well, I don't remember the name. Let me see. It's RYT Music.
Do you pay for it?
And no.
So then it's illegal. Okay. Thank you very much, Abrego. So let's go over question number 2. Sophie, can you read it, please? What do you think? Does his father approve? No. He said there is something wrong. You're bending the rules. Number 3, Catherine, read the question, please. I know someone, Abrego. I know someone who downloads music, movies, or software without paying. Abrego is one. Do you guys know somebody else, Rodrigo? Yourself, you. So all of us download music without paying. And this is piracy, it's called piracy. Do you think it's possible to reduce online piracy? It is? With more restrictions, maybe with more restrictions. Can it be stopped? No, I don't think so. I don't think this can be stopped. So then we have an infographic here. And the topic of the infographic is online piracy. We're gonna learn how to read some numbers with decimal places, with percentage, and huge and also long quantities, big amounts of money in this case. So we're gonna read, and are you surprised by any of the figures? I need a volunteer from home to read the first fact about online piracy. One volunteer. Only one?
Me, teacher.
Okay, please.
25% of the world's music is still downloaded illegally. Last year, billions, not millions, of albums and singles were downloaded illegally.
Thank you. Did you find this fact surprisingly or not?
No.
No, you don't. Me neither. 95% of the work is downloaded illegally. So all the people I know, even your classmates here in the classroom, games, movies, so they're expensive. That material is expensive. And if you have the chance to get it for free, why shouldn't you? Fact number 2. Any other volunteer from home?
Me, teacher.
Thank you, Isela. Go ahead.
Every year, 71,600 jobs are lost because of illegal downloads.
Thank you so much. So you see, there's a consequence of piracy. 21,600 jobs are lost. It's sad. So you say, no, yeah, I'm getting music for free and all that, but people are losing jobs. And most of the time, well, 100% of the times, they're not the bosses. They are the employees, the lowest employees. But we don't care about it, right? We are not so emphatic enough. I'm not emphatic enough to think about that. We also will learn how to read fractions. Fractions. Do you know how to read fractions? The first number is cardinal and the second is ordinal. Do you remember cardinal and ordinal numbers? What are the cardinal ones?
1, 2, 3, etc.
And ordinal?
First, second, third, fourth.
Yeah, congratulations. So this one is cardinal, this one is ordinal. Is 1/5. 1/5. Sergio Torres, are you there? Is Sergio Torres in the class? No. Nancy Guevara.
Yes, teacher.
Hello, Nancy. Catherine, say hello.
Hello.
She misses you. She's asking me if you're planning to come back. Are you planning to come back?
I don't know.
You don't know. But you see, Catherine is so excited to listen to your voice. So do me a favor, Nancy, please. Can you read fact number 3?
Okay. About 1/5 of all global internet bandwidth was used by internet pirates last year?
Thank you so much. 1/5 is the percentage of the global internet bandwidth that pirates use to download the content illegally. Interesting. I have no idea how much 1/5 represents of all the bandwidth in the world, but if it's here, it's because it's surprisingly, right? Number 4, Rodrigo.
And average MP3 player contains sometimes that is
All right, an average MP3 player. Well, people don't have MP3 players anymore. It's very weird when you have those. Now you got all your music on your cell phones, your smartphones, iPads, and computers. But how much you calculate in money, in cash? How much you calculate, Catherine, you have on your MP3 player, your cell phone, or what? Every song that you have costs $1. So imagine every song. How much money do you have on your cell phone? A lot. More than $1,000 or less? 800, 300, less, 500. Because in my case, I remember that I have 200 and something. So I have $200 in my MP3 player. So maybe you are kind of the same. And you, Sophie, how much money do you have on your MP3 player? 108. And you? Ma, you got more. Including the videos that you might have in your... No, but don't talk about videos. Don't talk about videos, just music. How much do you think you got?
I don't know.
Uh-huh. Nothing. You don't listen to music. Oh, I see. Then fact number 5. Andrea Michelle Peña. Andrea Michelle Peña, are you in the class, aren't you? Valeria Lopez.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, Valerie. Help me with this fact.
146 million people visit websites hosting pirated content every day.
Thank you so much. Is it surprising the fact that more than or over 146 million people visit websites with pirated content? Is it surprising? Is it? No? No. What is the pirate website that you visit, Rodrigo? A pirate content website that you access for different purposes.
I don't know. How do you say yourself?
One that was used to download video games.
Yeah.
And you don't remember the name. There's one, did you know that there's one application in your cell phones is used to watch the Spanish Soccer League? Is Control Play, right? And you can watch the soccer matches without paying. That's what, you see. No, I knew it since last month. Really? Interesting. Number 6. Sophie. Wow. So all the music All the music is just this section in the graphic here. 2.9 represents the total that people download. The rest is music. Well, no, music no. Music is here. Is content related to movies, video games, software, and what else? What else do people download? Music, movies, software, what? Apps. What else? So, but just music accounts the minimum 2.9%. It's not much. So what is an infographic? It's short for information of graphic. It's a chart with lots of numbers and facts presented visually. A stream is when you stream a file you can listen to and watch. That's why it's called a streaming service. You are able to watch, you are able to listen to, but you cannot download on your computer unless there's this option in Netflix where you can download the movies and watch them offline, but only in your computer, as far as I know. But it's not the same because you can copy the file on your flash driver, can you? No, it's not possible to save that movie on your flash driver. Anyways, let's complete here. One volunteer at home, please, to read the facts and circle the best response. One volunteer.
Me, teacher.
Please.
Only number 1.
Yes. Number 2 as well.
Okay. Use and say point or dot, not comma, in numbers to separate decimal places. 2. In US English, you can't omit and between numbers.
Say point in numbers to separate decimal places. In email addresses, you don't say point, you say that. English.com, no English.com, no. But for separating decimal places, you use point. And in English, you can omit n between numbers. You said 100, 1050, or 230. You said 230. Or like North American people say, when they have 250, they say 250. They say 250. Or they have 1,000, they say 1,000. They say 1,000 and you understand that is 1,000. Or 6,000, they say 600. No, yeah, 600. No, wait, I'm not good at math. So that's my problem. That's why I don't use the numbers this way. In fractions, the first or the second is ordinal? No, it's the second, right? 1/5, 1/3, second. Another volunteer at home? Kevin Brand, maybe? Kevin René. Ángel Santos. You are a saint. Angel Santos. No, Andrés. Abrego.
Yes, teacher.
After numbers, use 100,000, million, billion in singular or plural. 200 or 200s.
It's singular.
Let's see. Now, thank you. We'll see if we were right. See the answers. No, this is not the answer. Point, can, second, and singular. We were right. Then exercise C. How do you write the numbers in the infographic? Write the numbers here, please. I have 2 minutes to work on this. César Rivera. Gabriel Rivera.
Hello.
Do you have the answer for number 1?
Yes.
What is it?
20. No, not 20. This not bad. Is the present of the world music
Thank you. Percent. How do you spell
percent?
P-E-R-C-E-N-T. 95% of the world's music. Thank you, Cesar.
Okay.
Sergio Torres. Are you there? Sergio Towers. Alejandra Montoya.
Hello, teacher.
Sergio.
Mhm.
Do you have the answer for number 2? Is this number? Let's see here. Is this number? $71,600. Number 3, Alejandra Montoya.
Yes, teacher. 1/5, I think.
It is 1/5. Thank you. Number 4, Sophie. 800. 5, Catherine. 1 million. Yeah, it's 1 million, right? What is it? No, it's not 1 million. Okay. 100 and million here. And number 6, Rodrigo. 2.9%. See the answers. Percent, thousand, fifth, hundred million, point percent. Good. So then we're gonna study grammar, passive voice. Passive voice. Passive voice is easy, but it got certain tricks, certain points that you really need to pay attention to in order to not get lost. I'm gonna explain with more detail passive voice. Let me share a PowerPoint presentation with you about that topic. There we go. There you go. Passive voice part 2. It's part 1. Recycled material. We have a quotation here, some words to reflect on. This Bryan Cranston, the actor, the main character of one of my favorite TV shows ever, Breaking Bad. He once says there's boldness in being assertive. There's a strength and confidence. So assertive and assertiveness consists of come clean with people, go straight with what you think, like try to be authentic, try to be real with respect, but you gotta come forward very assertive. Then to make passive voice, you have to follow 5 easy steps. How to make passive voice. Is there a volunteer to read number 1? In the class? Number 1 and number 2. Nobody. Lily Reyes, are you in the class?
Hi.
Hello, Lily. Read, please, step 1 and step 2 to change sentences into passive voice.
1. Change the sentence order, subject, and object. 2. The one who performed the action is called agent.
Thank you. Remember that in a sentence, we have the subject, the one that performs the action, and the object, the one that receives the effects of your action. The one that receives the effects of the action. And we're gonna change. The object is gonna be the subject and vice versa. The subject is gonna be the object. The one who performs the action is not gonna be the subject anymore. You have to call it the agent. You will call it the agent, not the subject anymore. Now the object becomes the agent. Step number 3, 4, and 5. Sophie. Thank you so much. So you have to add, to introduce the one that makes the action, you have to use preposition by. We need it. Sometimes we don't need to mention the agent. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. But when you want to mention it, you have to use it. Verb be is always used in different tenses depending on the message. And all the time, no matter what happened, the main verb has to be changed, conjugated, or inflected into past participle form. As a rule. These sentences are in active form. Monkeys ate bananas. The cashier counted the money. The dog chased the dog. Monkeys are the subjects and bananas the objects. So we have to switch al verb be and conjugate the verb in past participles. So we have bananas, verb be are, past participle eaten, and the agent. The agent or the subject are the monkeys, and you use preposition by. You can say bananas are eaten, or you can also say bananas are eaten by monkeys. The cashier counting the money. So it would be the money was counted and it's optional to say by the cashier. The dog chased the dog. So what the sentence will be transformed? The dog, verb be, was, the dog was chased by the dog. Easy, it's not complicated. You just have to remember switch verb be, conjugate the verb in. Yeah, but the thing is, it is in present. So verb be must be in present. Counted is in past. Counted is in past, so I have to change it into past tense. So if this is present, if this sentence will be stated in present, I will say is instead of was. Sometimes we omit the agent. We don't mention the agent. Oops. We don't mention the agent when the agent is not important, we don't mention it. When it's unknown means that we don't know it. Multiplaza was built in 2006. Who is the agent? It's not important. For me, in this case, it's not important. It was Grupo Roble. Grupo Roble built a Multiplaza. It was decided to charge $1 per parking ticket. Who? Is not important. What is really important here is the decision that I have to pay $1 per parking tickets. The car has been stolen. Who stole the car? I don't know. The microwave was invented long ago. By whom? Who was the microwave invented by? No idea, and I don't care. We also omit the agent when it's obvious. If it's too obvious, why should I mention it? Or we want to avoid to mention. Shoes are sold at Payless. It's obvious that they were sold by the sellers, by the salesperson. The pizza I ordered this morning was delivered at lunchtime. Who was the pizza delivered by? What is the name of the guy? It's obvious that there was a guy in the motorcycle, an Uber Eats. So they're the agents. Avoid to mention because the situation is delicate and I don't want to offend, I don't want to be rude. Movie was taken from the student's backpack. I don't want to point fingers at anybody. I don't mention, I know it was you or you or you, but I don't want to say it. I don't mention the agent. A lot of mistakes were made in this article. By whom? I don't want to say. Guys, do you have any questions so far? You three, do you have questions? No questions? People at home, do you have any questions how to form passive voice sentences?
No, teacher.
Okay. So we have the cases when we don't mention the agent. I have shared with you 4 reasons. And I also have reasons to mention the agent. I mentioned the agent to add important information. Mr. Ward has been arrested. In this case, it is important to tell you who did the action, who performed the action by the FBI. And we use a preposition by to introduce. The community was destroyed by the flood in 1862. I really want to add that it was destroyed by a terrible natural phenomenon, a flood. I mentioned the agent when I want to give credit to someone who has created something, someone who invented, created, has written a book. Terminator 2, Judgment Day was directed by James Cameron. I want to give credit to James Cameron because he directed that blockbuster movie. Fahrenheit 451 was written by Ray Bradbury. I give credit to Ray Bradbury for having written Fahrenheit 451. When the agent is surprising, the burglar was caught by a 14-year-old girl. In this case, I didn't expect that a 14-year-old girl caught a criminal, a burglar. And he was abducted or kidnapped or taken by a flying saucer. This is surprising, though, that's why I mentioned it. For more information, contact me. This is my Twitter account, my address, well, my email address, and my YouTube channel. So this one was recorded last year. Do you have any questions, my friends, about passive voice? This class is gonna be recorded and uploaded legally in YouTube. Do you have any questions? Any comments?
Teacher,
Tell me.
the key to identify a passive voice is the verb, the main verb.
Is the auxiliary V and the past participle form of the verb.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other question? Questions at 1, questions at 2, questions at 3. So then if you have more questions, watch the video again. I'm gonna upload it today. It's gonna be there for you. And so thank you very much for your attention, my friends.
Thank you,